guys, what's going on? It's Future Mac, and today I have a rant video to you guys. This is about Tails, and this is more of a response to SOLxShady's video about Tails and how he shouldn't be banned. Now, I watched this video today, and I have a lot to say. If you haven't seen his video yet, the link's down below, but he said a lot of things that I've greatly opposed about Tails in the past 3 months. Now, all right. Before I go on, me and Shady are cool, so I'm not gonna insult his opinions since his opinion is his opinion. But some of the things he said caught my attention. Now, first off, he stated Tails shouldn't be banned, which now I'm not the one to say, oh, that he should be. But in my eyes, if it sounded like if he were, it sounded to me in my eyes that Shady was defending Tails in a way. So I was like, whoa, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna have to think about this because you can't be defending him. There's a difference between, but then I realized there was a difference between defending him and justifying something, and I realized that Shady was justifying. So Tails not to be as bad as people say he is, but me being me, dropped my mouth in awe because I was shocked. Tails is a surefire candidate for the most broken character in SSF2's history. Not even just like not even just in beta in general, 9B's history. Let alone this version. He's become, let me see, he's become 9B, he's become the 9B Fox of beta. If for those of you who don't know, 9B Fox was a character with many strengths and almost no weaknesses at all. And unfortunately, Tails in Point 3 has less weaknesses than even 9B Fox had. If you consider overboard and putting Tails at doubles, I was considering putting Tails at double S. It was that bad. Now I came to my senses and I was like, there's no way possible. But his speed, little lag on any of his moves, his kill power, his range, he even has a fucking projectile. But as Shady said in his video, it got fixed and it doesn't really give that much shield pressure. So that really isn't an argument to me anymore. But what got me mad was how he brought up Chaos's win at UC9. Now, Chaos is a veteran player. Chaos is a player who knows what the fuck he's doing. Chaos is a player who's been around for a while, and he's been doing well with Tails for the longest. What got to me is that since Chaos is already top tier, and then you're adding Tails to the top tier player, it makes him literally physically impossible to beat. Literally physically impossible. He's near untouchable. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, he's near untouchable considering he has such small hitboxes on him already. And let's not forget the little T-Son Chronicles where T-Son decided not to put a hitbox on Tails' tail. But let's get back on topic. He also stated how everyone began to advocate banning Tails after Chaos's UC9 win, and then compared it to how when Salem won with Bayonetta at Evo versus Zero. Now, let me tell you the things wrong with that. First off, when you're fucking up in a game, right? Do you decide that it's okay to let the person win even though you're fucking up? No, you get angry. You wanna, alright, I'm gonna beat this guy, right? But if the character is the main reason why you're losing, and it's not because, oh, I'm not sitting there. Like, all the shit you're sitting there, I know everybody has done this before. Okay, fuck this script. I'm getting mad. Look, if you were to sit down at a game, and, let me see how I can imagine this. You're sitting there at the game, and you're doing everything right. Everything is going right for you. You're sitting down, you're reading, you're making sure everything's perfect, you're sitting back, you're spacing, your neutral game is amazing, you're punishing everything the character does. But guess what? Because the character has this, because the character has that, because the character has this, because the character has that, you're the one losing the game and not them. And you end up losing the entire match, and maybe even in tournament, you lose the set just because of the character. Now, add Chaos, a top tier player, to that character. Your win is basically, it's inevitable. It's almost like cheating. It's almost like physically cheating, because not only is Chaos a top tier player, Tails is a top tier character. You add a top tier player and a top tier character. Broken plus broken equals broken, okay? So that's not a valid argument that Shady gave when he said that Chaos is sitting there with Tails and Chaos already being good with the character, so Chaos isn't getting carried by Tails. Of course Chaos isn't getting carried by Tails. Chaos is a good player. But the problem that I have with it is that if you give Chaos a character like Tails and you combine them together, that's just stacking shit. Shit gets stacked. So that's one moment. That's another thing that goes on. And let me see. Let's head back to the script for a quick second. I wrote down some notes. Yada yada yada. Banning Tails is not a good idea, but he definitely needs a nerf. I don't care what anybody says to me. Tails needs a nerf. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. You can say whatever the fuck you want to do. Tails needs a nerf. I'm not saying you need to ban him. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Because there's no reason to ban him for something as stupid as this. But he definitely, 100% needs a nerf. And there's nothing you can tell me. Nothing. There's absolutely fucking nothing you can tell me that will make me go, oh, Tails doesn't need a nerf. He's a fine character. Now, Yix, I talked to Yix a few times, and it seems like Yix doesn't want Tails to be touched at all. When I'm like, okay, but everybody else wants Tails to be destroyed or some type of nerfs because this character is just too fucking stupid. Never in SF, or not I want to say in SF2's history, never in the time have I been playing SF2 that I found the character so broken. 9B Fox is a close second. Let me tell you the difference between 9B Fox and Beta 0.3 Tails. They both are fast. That's the first thing. Both of them are fast as hell. That's given. There's a lot of characters who are fast in this game. Alright, fine, whatever. So that's not really an argument. Neither of them have end lag at all. Like, practically any. Even landing lag on their recovery. Tails doesn't have landing lag on his recovery because he doesn't have a fucking recovery. He has 6 jumps, right? So you think, oh, that's Tails' weakness. No, because every single one of his jumps are high jumps, not regular old Kirby jumps. Like, you know how Kirby's jump doesn't really get you that high, but Tails' jump gets you up to like already halfway through the stage. You're already halfway to the stage at 2 jumps. By 3 jumps, you're already at the ledge. From the bottom, I've tested this already. From the bottom of the stage, right next to the blast zone, 2 jumps, you're already at the half part mark of the stage, and 3, you're already at ledge. So giving him 6, he can probably go, let me see, from one blast zone to the next with all 6 jumps if you time them correctly. So imagine that, and then you take him and you mix up your jumps, and then you just land. You can just easily land because you're Tails. You don't have a recovery. Most characters, when they go in and they land after their recovery, they have to land, right? If they overshoot ledge, they have to land. And every character suffers end lag when they have their recovery. There's different types, there's different times. Tails is the only character in this game that doesn't have to suffer end lag when he finishes recovery. Even though he doesn't have an up B recovery, he still has 6 high jumps, not regular Kirby jumps, because Kirby's jumps don't send him that high. He has 6 high jumps. So each one of those jumps, he can easily mix up whatever the hell is going on and easily make it back to the stage with no end lag whatsoever, and can continue with what he was doing. A combo, mixing up, sitting back, anything he wanted to do, that's what he can continue to do. Tails has literally, that's probably one of my only problems with Tails. The fact that he has literally no end lag on anything, while every other character is sitting with some type of end lag or startup lag. Tails is fast and has kill power. You can't give a character, it's like a triangle. I don't know what the third thing in the triangle is, but I know the first 2. There's speed and kill power. You can't give them both. You can't give a character speed and kill power, right? Now, you can say, oh, Mac, Ichigo has speed and kill power. Ichigo also has end lag on half of his fucking moves, if not all of them. Not only end lag, he also has startup lag on all of his moves. If not all of them, most of them. So take him and compare that to Tails, who has no end lag whatsoever at all, and has these dangerous kill moves. All of these moves are dangerous. He even has a kill throw. He has a kill throw. Now, if anything doesn't take the cake, then it's the fact that he has a kill throw. You know what? I'm gonna wrap this video up, but what I'm saying is, Tails doesn't need to be banned. I agree with Shady on that, but there's no one in the world who can tell me that he doesn't deserve a nerf. A fire, huge nerf. A gigantic nerf. Humongous. Huge.
She can't find me. I'm like, dirty up the Sprite, please. With some ice, with my beans in like the ceiling. Ooh, St. Perk, Molly, we got hella things. I'm in love with the guac, gave it a wedding ring. And I swear I had these stocks before I got the fame. And I swear I had the Glock before I got the chain. I'm in Boston with Perus and I don't even bang.